Steve Nash. At center court, Andrei Kirilenko. At the other forward position, Emeka Okafor. At the other guard position, Reggie Evens. The head coach will present to you.
On 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. We're in the great state of Texas, the home of the Mavericks, the American Airlines Center in Dallas. And of course, Terrell Arthur, team moving on here without him.
You know what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Andrei Kirilenko is out there with Okafor. Then it's Allen. Then it's Nash. That one's good. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Zeller, a screen on Nash. And Rubio kicks to Zeller, and it's blocked. Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year two. In fact, his production only improved slightly, but that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
For Seattle, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Marjanovic. Last game we saw him score 13. They set the screen and stolen by Zeller.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Rubio with it. Guarded now by Nash. For 3, Kobe. Dallas, no good that time either.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
Nash the screen. It's rebounded by Dallas. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
You would have thought that things could not have been more dramatic after regulation ended like it did, but they won that in overtime. Wow.
Yeah, that game came down to the wire twice. So many clutch plays and moments in that one. Boy, that was a treat.
Here's Nash following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Allen, that's good.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Rubio outside. Kobe passes to Deng. Vucevic a screen on Kirilenko. Deng can't get it to go.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
The shot by Kirilenko, no good. Deng against Nash. Vucevic setting the pick for Deng. Kicks to Bryant. Goes up on the wing. That drops. Bryant's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Kevin, speaking to him about their game plan, he said it is all about taking care of the ball and not forcing anything. He said the one team that beats us more than any other is ourselves. If we get sloppy on offense, then it'll be a very tough game for us to win. It's something I stressed to them before the game. Let's see if they heard the message, guys.
And Doris, appreciate the report. We'll get to see early on here how coaches' focus on their shot selection comes to fruition, guys.
And if they heed their coach's words and really commit to finding the best shot possible each time down, I think they'll be fine.
Teamwork is the secret here. I mean, if they're going to achieve that goal of shooting a high percentage from the floor, they can't do it as individuals.
Dallas moving it around. Rubio with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Seattle leading by 5. Ahead. Nash dishes to Allen. Zeller grabs the board. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Deng, here we go. From the wing. Shot is off. Seattle goes the other way with it. Nash kicks to Kirilenko. From outside, off the mark. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Kobe's got the ball. Now the feed to Rubio. Bryant passes to Rubio. And the shot is good. Rubio's got his first basket of the night.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
And, you know, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. I mean, he passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Vucevic. Jared Sullinger comes in for Zeller. And it's Henderson for Kobe. Now here's Henderson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. To set the pick. Ajinça dishes to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. And he hits it to tie the game up. Rubio's got 5. For Kobe, that was him moving into the 3rd spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
And so it's Dallas with it. Seattle able to drain the 3. Sullinger the screen. Dishes it to Rubio. Offensive rebound, Mavericks.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Crawford's shot is good.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Rubio misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and 3-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Now Dang. After the missed three from Jamal Crawford. Sullinger the screen. Here's Rubio. Good on the triple. Now here's the 2-point Seattle lead.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
And Seattle making a change here. Evans is checked in. Crawford's shot is good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it. And back to Rubio. With the pressure of all that fanfare marking his arrival, he really focused in and hit the ground running. He was named Western Conference Rookie of the Month, first month of the season, and he finished second to Kyrie Irving for Rookie of the Year.
Now here's Dang. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Henderson with the screen for Rubio. Dang gets a wide open look. Another three for Dallas.
Space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. You know, talking about Rubio, he re-upped for a huge contract extension last season. Despite some injury and shooting woes, he got $56 million over 4 years. Boy, that's a bunch of cheese for a guy that's still a bit of a question mark.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
At the top of the key, Henderson. Here's Sullinger. Plays it up and banks it in.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Mark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Here's Maverick. A good close Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league.
Oh, you have to make adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of great adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. True. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the court for Seattle. We got Maverick. Budinger is out there with Okafor. And it's Crawford. Okafor, high post. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. Master it.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And he gets it to go.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Henderson kicks to Vucevic. Baseline try. Shot is no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Crawford, no one around him. And that misses. That would have put him up. Now the Mavericks picking it up. Here's Kobe. It's tipped. Seattle has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They set the pick. There's Crawford with the three, and that one's good. Crawford's got his third basket of the night.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Pass to Rubio. Feeds it to Henderson. A shot by Sullinger, wide open. Dallas again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Crawford outside. That's off. It's his fourth miss in 7 tries. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Dish now to Henderson. He feeds it to Sullinger. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Sullinger's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Mavericks trailing. Here is Rubio. He's got 10. High post Vucevic. Pulls up on the wing, and there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Vucevic. And that's now 6 points for Kobe Bryant. The pass to Budinger. Here's Marjanovic. From the low block. Here's Okafor. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Okafor's got 6 points in the quarter. Passes it to Henderson. There's the pick. Bryant gets a wide open look. Here's Vucevic. Excellent D there from Okafor.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
A different look for Dallas. Allen's checked in for Vucevic, and Zeller in for Jared Sullinger. Seattle shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Mavericks trailed by 4. Rubio the pass to Bryant. Zeller setting the pick to Bryant. No good. Good D by Williams.
It's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Luol Deng is checked in for Kobe. And Seattle also making a change. Kirilenko's checked in. Seattle with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. They set the screen. Shot off the screen. Nash the pass to Bhullar. To the left side wing. Nash against Rubio. Allen for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. I'll tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Here's Williams. Allen with the rebound. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And it's Rubio penetrating. Henderson, no one around him. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Henderson's got the game tied up here for the man. Rubio against Nash. Tries from 10. Williams missing again. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Rubio dishes to Zeller. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Allen, and he gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Up top, Rubio. 10 points for him. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And Ricky Rubio, one of the greatest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16. Even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hutchinson's checked in. Evans, he's checked in for Seattle. Anderson comes in for Malvin Williams. It's stolen by Dang. Rubio against Nash. Rubio outside. Zeller, a screen on Nash. The drive by Rubio. And it's a Jensen missing. And going back to Rubio, Clark, his natural instincts in every phase of the game, as Greg was just talking about, are really second to none. In 06, he led Spain to a championship, registering 3 triple-doubles and 1 quadruple-double.
And despite those gaudy numbers, you just never know with an international star if, in fact, his game will translate to the NBA. Rubio's game obviously has.
Dang with the bucket.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Rubio against Nash. He dishes it to Anderson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 5th assist in this one. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-4 run. Dang can't get it to go. Seattle trails by 3. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
And for Andrei Kirilenko, you have to wonder how many NBA seasons he has left. I mean, he was one of the league's most dynamic power forwards at the height of his career. Now injuries and age have reduced him to a fraction of the player he once was.
Yeah, they're shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Greg, you were talking about Kirilenko. Last season, he suited up for only 7 games in the NBA, and Clark then spent the rest of the year playing in Russia.
Yeah, it's been hard for him to stay healthy and contribute at an NBA level now. I mean, the days of him averaging over 3 blocks a game in his rearview mirror.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And we're through the first.
Thank you, Kip.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. American Airlines Center is where the action is tonight, and that'll do it for now.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Really an extraordinary game for Rubio. 10 points and 6 assists. He's really opened up things for his passing by having so much success from the 3-point line.
A double threat, really, in a big way today.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Ricky Rubio is out there with Bryant. Then it's Dang. Then it's Zeller. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Kobe kicks to Vucevic. And Okafor with the block. Allen with it. He's picked up by Dang. Allen passes to Okafor. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Allen's shot is off.
And he has slipped into a fog, Mark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Kirilenko dishes to Allen. Out to Nash from downtown, and it's Dang with the rebound. Dang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Kobe. Got a piece of it. Allen outside, takes a 3, and he gets the bucket. Allen's got 12.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he was on the money. That's outside the net. Here's Bryant. The 10-footer finds the target. He's got 11.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Back to Nash. Pass to Okafor. Tries from 7. That one off the back iron and out. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Rubio kicks to Vucevic. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Picked by Vucevic. Kicks it out to Rubio. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Nash the pass to Okafor. And he gets it to go. Okafor's got 10 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Zeller, a screen on Allen. Bryant drives in. And Okafor with the block.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Nash against Bryant. And here's Nash. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Okafor right through the D for the layup. Now it's a 6-point Seattle lead.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
He was all alone on that one. 10 points for Luol Deng. Nash kicks to Kirilenko. He tries for 3, but they get it back. Okafor dishes to Nash. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Left side, Bryant. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Nash, the pass to Allen. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. 14 points for Ray Allen.
Beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
And Rubio kicks to Vucevic. The feed to Zeller. Dishes to Deng. Nash against Rubio. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Rubio's got 12 points in the game.
I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. A tremendous job to knock that one down.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Dallas. Henderson comes in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Maverick. Henderson defending. Here's Maverick. Buries the long-range jumper. Mavericks got the lead up to 7 now for Seattle.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked. No.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now Kobe. He's got 11. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Vucevic. There's Crawford with the 3. Shot is off, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Bryant with 13 points in the game. He kicks to Sullinger. Some nice passing here by Dallas. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kobe.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Anderson outside. There's Maverick, and there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's his first foul.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Reggie Evens, he's checked in for Seattle.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Sullinger. And Seattle shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Crawford dishes to Evens. It's blocked. Now here's Kobe. 16 points for him. Sullinger pass to Henderson. Kobe against Budinger. Here's Ajinça. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Sullinger the screen. And Bryant kicks to Ajinça. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this for his career. 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Evens. Oh, that's blocked. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Lavoy Allen comes in for Jared Sullivan. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Gerald Henderson. And there's the foul. He goes on Ryan Anderson. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, Kobe. There's a good screen. For the lead. Rubio misses. And Seattle shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Crawford against Bryant. Tries to snap the goal streak. No good.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Ajinça dishes to Rubio. Kicks it to Kobe. Takes the 3, and he gets it to go. Bryant's got 13 points in the second half. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
1.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And Seattle shooting 43% for the game. On the floor for Seattle. They've got Anderson. Allen out there with Maverick. Then it's Okafor. And it's Williams at power forward position. And the pass to Maverick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Pass to Vucevic. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 9 assists now tonight. Reverse. Allen's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And they're able to recover. On the wing, Kobe. He's guarded by Williams. Bryant. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over there.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Dallas. Here's Vucevic. That drops. And now a 5-point Maverick lead. Vucevic has gotten 4 of his 9 shots to go. Nash outside. Feeds it to Allen for 3, and he gets the bucket.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here is Rubio on the wing. Bryant. Kobe can't get that one to fall.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not
he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And Rubio kicks to Kobe. And that one's good. Bryant's got 21 in the game.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Nash kicks to Okafor. Here's Allen. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And the Mavericks making a change here. Sullinger's checked in. Andrei Kirilenko checked in for Seattle. Zeller setting the pick for Rubio. A 3. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Allen passes to Kirilenko. Okafor dishes to Nash. He feeds it to Allen. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Rubio kicks to Bryant. Got a hand on it. Dives for it. And that's on a bounce. Dallas will retain possession. The drive by Vucevic. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
The dish to Allen. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Allen's got it all tied up now for Seattle. Rubio, the pass to Bryant. Back to Rubio. Vucevic is screen on Nash. Rubio, good look. And it's Vucevic missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Great play by Ray Allen tonight. He has 23 points, and he's sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Passes it to Kobe. Sullinger with a screen for Kobe. He dishes it to Sullinger. Off target with his 3. For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. It puts them in the lead. 25 points for Ray Allen.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And Okafor with the block. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Nash with the ball. And here's Rubio. Steps back and fires. Rubio missing again.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
To the middle, here's Bryant. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Kobe's got 23.
Nothing fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the Mavericks call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. And they make the adjustment, guys.
Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. That's good. And Seattle leads by 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Vucevic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Seattle has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Nash kicks to Okafor. It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass to Sullinger from the baseline. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got his third assist on the night. Rubio against Nash. Crawford outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game to take the lead. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Okafor against Dang. Nash dishes to Okafor. Hits the jumper.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he had.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm confidence because of how good he is.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Sullinger the screen. Vucevic setting the pick for Kobe. High post shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Zeller's checked in. A minute 42 left in the game. Bryant drives in. Yeah, the step back. Okafor grabs the miss.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front. But they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. The feed now to Kobe. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A nice shot by Zeller.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
Seattle calls timeout. They're ahead by 5. 1:16 left in the fourth. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. Crawford kicks to Nash. Here's Marjanovic. And stolen by Zeller. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it with a fast break chance. Nice D from Nash.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishing.
And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Crawford. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And Seattle leads by 7.
What a huge boost he's giving them. Here, 4 or 5 in this fourth quarter has come up big. Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
And it's Vucevic missing. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Now Nash. Here's Crawford. And so it's Seattle winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was...
And folks, that'll wrap